Alright, everyone, Sonic 3 is out, and I just saw it. What are my thoughts? This is, without a doubt, the best film in the trilogy. It's funnier, darker, and Jim Carrey is playing two characters this time. He's reprising his role as Dr. Eggman, and he's playing Eggman's grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, whom we will talk about later. Time to explain what I liked and what I didn't like. Alright, so the main attraction for this film is Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow is one of my favorite characters in the Sonic franchise, and Keanu Reeves did a fantastic job playing as him. So Shadow's origin story in this film is basically the same as it was in Sonic Adventure 2, but a few changes were added, which is fine, it doesn't make the film worse, it's okay. Shadow still loses Maria Robotnik, and he's still frozen or hidden for 50 years. However, the biggest change that they added was that they kept Gerald Robotnik alive. You see, in Sonic Adventure 2, Gerald was arrested and executed for wanting to blow up the Earth. Now, as a kid, I always wondered how different things would be if he had survived, because if he had survived, then he can go through with his plan, and Sonic Adventure 2 would be a much darker story. But he's alive in the movie, so literally anything could have happened. Now, at first, I was skeptical because he was being played by Jim Carrey. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Jim Carrey. He's probably my favorite actor of all time. As a matter of fact, his version of Dr. Eggman is without a doubt my favorite version of Dr. Eggman. But he's usually known for playing goofy characters, and Gerald's story is supposed to be darker and more serious. But you know what? Once again, I was proven wrong, and I'm glad that I was. Gerald was legit my favorite character in this movie. He is a perfect balance of pure comedy and pure evil. His plan was to use Shadow to power the space colony arc so he could blow up the Earth. As a matter of fact, he was the one who freed Shadow from Prison Island. Just like how Dr. Eggman was the one that freed Shadow from Prison Island in both Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic X. And let me tell you, Shadow's prison escape scene was fucking awesome. Except I just have one complaint. There was one guard that made a joke that sounded like it was from the MCU. I just didn't really find it funny that much. But other than that, that one scene was pretty fucking cool. The rest of the action was peak in this film too. Especially when Sonic and Shadow went super mode and fought each other, then teamed up to destroy the space colony arc, and then Shadow sacrificed himself to save the world. Which, let's be honest, come on. We all know Shadow wasn't gonna die. He didn't die in Sonic Adventure 2 when that happened. He came right back in Sonic Heroes. However, I definitely wasn't expecting Eggman to die, of all people. That was a shocker. However, they could do something where he could have survived like they did in the second movie, but I doubt it. I think he's dead for real this time. He was in the arc when it exploded, and plus, he even made a live video message where he said goodbye to Agent Stone. Then, there's two post-credit scenes. The first one revealed Metal Sonic and Amy, and the second one revealed that Shadow survived. Now, I might get flamed for this, but I'm not exactly the biggest fan of either of those characters. Metal Sonic is a pain in the ass to race in Sonic CD, and Amy is a less creepy but still a very annoying version of Sierra from Total Drama World Tour. Although that doesn't mean they don't have their good moments in the games, because they definitely do. Like for example, I liked what they did with Amy in Sonic Frontiers, and Metal Overlord from Sonic Heroes is legit one of my favorite boss fights in not just Sonic, but in any game ever. But other than that, I'm sorry, I just don't really care for either of those two. But you know what? They are next in the Sonic lore, and I am looking forward to seeing them in the fourth movie. And hey, it could have been worse. We could have had an even worse Sonic character. Someone useless. Someone who has no reason to be in the games. Someone that I just want to strangle the shit out of. I'm looking at you, Big the Cat. Alright, time to talk about the cons. Okay, so other than that one joke that I mentioned before, I didn't like the Wade Whipple scene. First of all, he's supposed to be carefully protecting the Master Emerald. And you want to know what he's doing with it when we see him? He's using it to play hockey. Then, Sonic shows up and tells Wade he wants the Master Emerald. Wade says no, Sonic takes it, and this motherfucking idiot says, "Oh well, I tried." Was he gonna say that to literally anyone else? I could see it now. Some punk teenager says, "Yo, give me that Master Emerald," and then Wade says, "No," and the kid takes it, and he's like, "Oh well, I tried." You know, Wade is already just as dumb as Big the Cat, so this franchise doesn't even need him. But I'm not gonna take off any points because of this. Thank you, Knuckles Show. You successfully made me hate Wade. But yeah, overall, Sonic 3 was absolutely amazing. If you love the first two like I did, then you'll love this one. If you're a Sonic fan in general, then you'll love this one. And if you're a Shadow fan, then you'll definitely love this one. Despite Wade Whipple, I'm going to give Sonic 3 a 10 out of 10. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you want me to review in the future. Follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to rank every project in the movie Sonic universe from worst to best. Later.